Well, my vision for the future is the manifesto that I had, and that is that we close our rubbish dump to avoid all of the the increase in catastrophic effects it's having on Hokio Stream, Hokio Beach, Lake Horowhenua, those sorts of things. Yes, no, what we need to do is to take it, to close it, move it off-site to Bonnie Glen for, say, a period of 3 years, so that we as an area can work out where we're going to put our own landfill, how we're going to be more responsible for our own rubbish and recycling, and then keep it in-house again. I don't want it dumped in someone else's backyard forever. We just need the space to do that, to formulate how we're going to finance it. The other thing that I'm really pushing for is a regular run commuter train system that will link up with Waikanae and hopefully will end out going through to Palmy. We can totally justify it here. We have the rail yards for it. It's got sidings, so if there's any trains having to cross, one can sit on a siding and so forth. We absolutely need it because a lot of the older population don't like driving on the roads anymore, and a lot of younger people can't afford cars. So in a sense, we've literally got a lot of our population that are imprisoned in this area because we have no public transport. Tourism is huge, and we must really focus on that more. GDP-wise to New Zealand, tourism has left farming, for example, for dead. And it leaves a lesser footprint if handled properly. Given that we have 2 state highways going through this area, we are in a prime position, and Foxton in particular is really, and Foxton Beach is really showing what tourism does for our area. The other thing is, my council were very averse to looking about anything to do with hemp. I'm still pushing that because hemp is a wonder product. It's not a drug. I'm not interested in medicalised marijuana. I'm talking about hemp fibre and hemp seeds. A lot of people wouldn't even know that you could make the equivalent of plastic bags out of hemp. You can make car bodies out of hemp. You can clothing, obviously. There is just so many, and the strength of it, instead of a steel strengthening rods, make them out of hemp. Hempcrete for your concrete. You can build a house, a breathing house out of hemp block. Now, why I really like that is the diversity of the product. If we have a good processing, a centralised processing plant that creates all of this, just imagine the job range and opportunity for garment manufacture, design, then you've got the whole factory side of weaving it. If you're doing car bodies or fuselages or anything like that out of it, that's a whole different set, that's engineering. So to me, it's a no-brainer. And but I haven't been able to successfully get that through. Now, the other thing that's very critical for everything is that tangata whenua should be involved in everything right from the get-go. At the moment, my council has a great penchant for dividing hapu within an iwi with money. And I've seen this happen in a number of areas, and I have no beef with any of tangata whenua, mana whenua, hapu in this area, but I do not like what I perceive to be picking off to get things we want done as a council by picking a few off. We need open partnership and discussion, and it must benefit all, not benefit the few. And that's exactly how people see development. I'm not anti-development, but I want to know that in our town, if we're going to build all these thousands extra houses, and yet we're right on the borderline with water supply now, or availability, how are we going to feed those houses? Nothing that I'm trying to get through in terms of houses and compulsory water tanks, grey water tanks, nothing like that's happened.
How do you think the bypass is going to affect Levin?
I think it'll have a major positive effect, because we won't have the congestion in Main Street to start with, which is horrendous. So people that are not really wanting to stop here, they will carry on anyway. What it's up to us about, and we can't do it because everything's in a tragic state, especially around our waterways. Our beach is reasonably fine, but it's up to us to have reasons for a family to want to catch the train up here, the regular run commuter train or that. We have brilliant parks in this area. Adventure Playground is something that my predecessor and all of that can be extremely proud of. Those sorts of things are great. Imagine what we could do if we had Lake Horowhenua fixed up, that we had Lake Papaitonga fixed up. It can be done relatively easy. The way we are doing it, my view as a council, by separating out hapu within an iwi, it just drags out the process and we actually get nowhere. We spend lots and lots of money getting nowhere. And the Dutch inside me doesn't like wasting money on something. You've got to do the job once, do it right, do it properly, and have all the right people involved and not be in the business of divide and rule.
Well, it sounds like a fantastic vision for the district, and good luck with that. A lot on your plate, but we wish you every success for the future. And Michael Fan, thank you very much for coming in and speaking to us.
Thank you very much. It's great to be on Let's Chat, and anytime. Anytime.